Welcome to the 2022 US Sumo Open. 3,500 fans watched as 55 athletes from 10 countries competed in 150 matches. Athletes from the USA, Japan, Mongolia, Egypt, Puerto Rico, Russia, Poland, Hungary, New Zealand, and Australia competed in 150 dynamic matches. As usual, the foreigners were dominant throughout the competition. And among those, there was one standout who did something that's never been done before, going 14 wins and no losses. Mende, with the World Sumo Champion title, has been dominant internationally, but this was his first US Sumo Open. And he showed the field something they had never seen before. People remember his countryman Byamba, who was dominant for 13 years in the US Sumo Open. Byamba, in fact, was a 4-time World Sumo Champion. In 13 years of competition at the US Open, he was 110 wins and only 7 losses. He went on to win the gold medal in the heavyweight 10 times, the gold medal in the open weight 7 times, for 17 gold medals. An incredible feat, but his best finish was 13-0, and Mende has topped that at the 2022 US Sumo Open. Here's Byamba with his famous sumo slam against a 450-pound opponent. Mende beat Byamba's 13-0 record with a 14-0 record, but can he have the longevity that Byamba did? Here are some of Mende's wins at the competition. Plowing through opponents, getting a better position, getting under his opponents, and really using his technique to defeat people, many of whom were much larger than he was. He makes quick work of most of them in just a few seconds, getting that underarm position and throwing them down or pushing them out. Here he is against Mackie from New Zealand, over 400 pounds, but Mende makes quick work of him. Another 400-pound opponent goes quickly out, and Mende faces the Polish giant Jacek, getting underneath, getting the belt, and forcing out the much bigger man. Here's Jose, multi-time US champion, and Mende forces him out in 2 seconds. Even in the open weight, Mende faced a lot of smaller opponents, but he was very careful and methodical, getting a better position, securing that grip on the belt, biding his time and looking for his opportunity, taking down opponent after opponent. Here he is against the light heavyweight medalist. Takes some good hits and does a throw at the end. He also faced a top Russian competitor from the middleweight. Again, looking for a better position. You can see Mende's matches are usually done within 2 or 3 seconds. Here he is in the open weight against Mackie again. Mende taking a lot of hits to the head, but he takes Mackie down for the victory. In his first US Sumo Open ever, world champion Mende did the unthinkable, going 14-0, winning both heavyweight and openweight titles. It's a feat that Byamba did many times, but Mende set the bar higher with 14 wins, barely topping Byamba's 13-0. As usual, the foreigners were dominant at the US Sumo Open. Besides Mende, there were 2 other Mongolians, both in the lightweight, Nomin and Hatna. And here's Nomin going against the silver medalist from Hungary, getting the win there. You can see the great balance and technique by Nomin, and here's Hatna as well, sidestepping his opponent. These 2 Mongolians defeated almost everyone else. In fact, Nomin had a perfect record to get the gold. Here he is against the top US finisher and the US champion Joe, and Nomin pulls him down dramatically at the end there. Hatna as well with a pull down here against Trent, who's won medals at the World Championship. And here in the semifinals, Hatna loses 1 match to Edebo from Hungary, but in the final match, Nomin, on the right from Mongolia, flips down Edebo from Hungary to get the gold medal undefeated. So great job by Nomin. 2 out of the 3 medalists in the lightweight are from Mongolia. The Egyptians were also very powerful in the light heavyweight and middleweight divisions. There were 6 total Egyptians competing. And in the light heavyweight division, Moataz and Fatih finished 1st and 2nd with some amazing matches. In the middleweight, an amazing finish by Mohammed there, beating the Japanese champion Takeshi. A very rare accomplishment to defeat Takeshi, and Mohammed thrilled with that victory, celebrating with his fellow Egyptians and posing with Yama. And here are the light heavyweight medalists. The winner, Moataz from Egypt, Fatih with silver, and Eric from the USA with bronze. Ruslan from Russia has competed many times before, and he did pretty well again. Here he is against one of the top American competitors, Jimmy, taking him down for the win. Mackie from New Zealand, despite being one of the heaviest and strongest competitors, liked to do this 1-second sidestep, and a lot of guys fell for it. Mackie did very well in this competition, winning a medal in the open weight. Jacek from Poland was also impressive, beating opponents who were over 400 pounds. Here he is in the bronze medal match against Mackie in the heavyweight. Jacek gets a belt grip inside. They both go down, and Mackie's hand touches just a split second early. Jacek from Poland with the W. And the fans are pumped up here. Takeshi has won gold medals at the US Sumo Open before, not only in the middleweight, but also in the open weight at only 220 pounds or so. Takeshi is expected to win gold almost every time he steps into the ring, and look at the great technique here. Such a great sense of balance. Going against one of the best American competitors, Jordan. Takeshi gets the belt inside. He tries an inside leg trip. Jordan counters, and then Takeshi goes for the outside trip. Really effective technique-wise. Takeshi knows almost every trick in the book. And he beat guys in the open weight as well, including people about 100 pounds heavier, like in this match. Takeshi with superior technique makes it look easy. But unfortunately, in the final match in the middleweight division, Takeshi took a loss to Muhammad. Takeshi's got to be disappointed there, but we expect him back in the 2023 US Sumo Open. Some of the top American competitors included Jordan, who did win a bronze medal in the middleweight division, good match there, as well as Eric, who won a bronze medal in the light heavyweight match. Great explosive attack by him. You see in the open weight, Eric here with a great push-off against the legend Trent. Trent's won many medals all over the world, including at the World Championship, so not easy to beat him, but Eric gets it done. Now Jose, and here's Jose going against Mackie in the open weight semifinals. Jose with a great inside position, forces Mackie down. Jose wins the bronze medal as well in the heavyweight. He couldn't quite get gold, and here he is facing Mende in the semifinals, and unfortunately Jose lost. He did get 2 medals, silver and bronze, but he could not get the gold medals that he's got in the past couple years. And the fans are loving all the action at the US Sumo Open. One of the big highlights is Yama's presence. He's coaching his students before the competition who participate with him at Yamamoto Sumo Dojo. He's also the head judge at the announcer's table. And for great entertainment during the intermission, he stepped out onto the ring to fight some of his own students. There's 13-year-old Aiden. Yama taking him down for fun, and he faced his fellow Japanese opponent, Yama almost 600 pounds, Iki at about 80 pounds, but look at that aggressiveness and enthusiasm by Iki going forward despite the weight disadvantage. Iki's been training with Yama for years at Yamamoto Sumo Dojo. Iki going all out against the giant Yama, not giving up. Yama kind of leaning forward, taking the hit, and the fans go wild. You can find out more about Yamamoto Sumo Dojo online, as well as Yama's brand new book, Yamamoto Sumo Secrets, at usasumo.com. So there he is, the star of the show, Yama, former elite division of Pro Sumo, multi-time World Sumo Champion, as usual, a special guest at the US Sumo Open. There were also some phenomenal women's matches, as 8 women from 3 countries competed. The Polish women were absolutely dominant. They won every single match except losing against each other, and 1 loss against an American. The star of the day was Alexandra, the lightest competitor. She was barely over the lightweight limit, so she was technically middleweight at about 145 pounds, and she beat all of her lightweight opponents, all of her openweight opponents, to win the lightweight gold and the openweight gold, beating some ladies who were double and even almost triple her size. It was quite an exciting 22nd annual US Sumo Open as we see Trent go flying again, but the big story of the day was the history-making record by Mende, a perfect record, 14-0, defeating even the 13-0 record that Biamba had set previously. Mende has won 2 gold medals. Can he continue this legacy in the 2023 US Sumo Open?